Do you want to learn how to look 10 pounds thinner in your clothes? Then just keep watching. Hello everyone, I'm Serena. Thank you so much for stopping by today. You know, as we get older, keeping the weight off is hard. And maybe you're comfortable with your weight. Maybe you're not struggling with weight issues or trying to look thinner. But no matter what your weight, there are some simple tips and tricks that can help you look slimmer, taller, thinner, trimmer, without losing any weight. Tip number 1, avoid high contrast outfits. What do I mean by a high contrast outfit? I mean a very light colored top and dark bottom, or vice versa. You know, there isn't anything wrong with this outfit. It's a very nice sweater and some faux leather slacks, and the slacks are actually very flattering. They're very leg lengthening, but it's that high contrast with the very pale sweater with the dark pants that creates a horizontal line right there along my hips. And whenever you break up a line, you're shortening it. So having this high contrast right here really breaks up the look and visually shortens and widens us. This is another example. These are another pair of faux leather pants, which are from Walmart. I actually like these a lot. They're very comfy. But with the cream sweater, see, it's just cutting me off right there in the middle, and that truncates your look. And when you're short like me, I'm only 5'2", anything you can do to lengthen your look is visually going to make you appear thinner. A better alternative to the dark brown pants and the cream color sweater is this outfit, where I'm still wearing some faux leather trousers and a sweater, but here I've got on the brown sweater with the black pants. This is less contrast, less jarring, flows together nicely, and it is a more lengthening and slimming look. Even though I've got on kind of a more bulky sweater, just in the style of it, between the v-neck and the less contrast between top and bottom, it is a more lengthening and slimming look. Tip number 2 for dressing slimmer is to dress in a column of color. And what do I mean by that? I mean dress in one or very similar shades from top to bottom. That doesn't mean you have to wear all black head to toe. That just means dress in one column of color, and you can have some accent thrown in there. And it doesn't have to be dark. You know, we've been conditioned to think that black or very dark colors are the most slimming. And yes, they can be, but it doesn't have to be that way. So in this first example, this is a little scuba top and jogger set from Walmart that I showed you guys last fall, and you had a fit over it. And this is a light color, but see, I'm wearing the same color from head to toe. And there's no harsh lines breaking up my look, and that is an elongating and slimming effect. Not to mention that these two pieces happen to fit very well. They're not too oversized or not too big and baggy, and that's another key. Have your clothing just skim your body. And to prove that you don't have to wear dark colors and still have a slimming and lengthening look, this outfit is all in shades of cream and off-white. And again, it is the lack of the high contrast that keeps that line up and down. It's not broken, nothing cutting it off horizontally. So dressing in similar colors of the same shade can really work wonders to lengthen and slim your look. And of course, darker colors can be slimming, like here in this sweater and leggings outfit that you guys saw in my leggings video. I happen to have long legs for my height, so I like to highlight my legs. So by wearing a tunic that comes down just, you know, past the butt and the crotch and all that stuff, and then showing a lot of leg, really helps me to look a lot taller and leaner. And you'll also notice in this sweater, it is not real bulky and oversized. It just skims the body. And that is another key. Dressing in pieces that skim the body, that aren't too tight or too bulky, and you're going to hear that throughout the video. The third tip for how to look slimmer in your clothes is to avoid large prints, and specifically large prints that are in high contrast colors. So just let me show you a couple of examples here. So this dress, it's a long, slender dress, but you see how it's in these very high contrast colors and this big floral pattern. That is just visually making this dress and this very slender model look much bigger than she is. And then take a look at this dress. This is the same dress on the same model in two different patterns. In the first one, it's higher contrast colors, bigger floral pattern. In the second one, it is a smaller floral pattern and lower contrast between the colors. And even though we know she is tall and thin, she looks so much slimmer in the second version as opposed to the first. So it's all about optics and optical illusions that you want to create. So avoid those large floral or any large graphic print. You can do a pinstripe, you can do a small check, you can do a houndstooth, you can do an animal print as long as it isn't big. For example, this little dress that I showed recently from Old Navy, it is in leopard print, which is trending for 2023, and it's not tiny, but it is not a large scale print either. And by wearing this and then sticking with some black tights and boots and keeping a more monochromatic look, this is very slimming, even though it is kind of a flowy, ruffledy dress. So just avoid those large patterns in dresses and blouses with bright contrasting colors. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you won't miss out on anything here on Style with Serena. The next way we can dress and look thinner in our clothes is something very simple, and that is to open up your neckline. Yes, I know there are times where a crew neck or even a turtleneck are what's appropriate or what's needed, but if you can, just showing a little bit of skin here makes a huge difference in lengthening your neck and just opening up and showing a little bit of skin. Here I'm wearing this V-neck sweater, and you see how it's not a deep V, but it's a little bit wider, and it shows just a hint of my collarbone, and that on most women is a very flattering area to show off. So if you can show a little hint of collarbone, then that can have a very slimming effect. Or even in this plaid blouse that I wore here in my leggings video, having that V-neck, it helps elongate your neck, opens you up, and just gives you a little bit more breathing room and creates the illusion of being a little bit longer, a little bit taller. I learned that trick a long time ago, being a petite person and a petite person with a short neck. I rarely wear crew necks. I will wear a turtleneck, but crew necks are just not the best look on me. I prefer a scoop neck or a V-neck. And yes, you may say, oh, but Serena, it's super cold where I live. I can't show that much neck. And I understand that, but you can still wear a V-neck sweater and then put on your coat, put on a scarf when you're going out. Or even in this look here, I'm wearing a sweater that's a cowl neck. But since it isn't up around my neck, it is a little bit lower and shows some skin. That is a more lengthening and slimming look. And you can always wrap up with a scarf in your coat when you're going out and stay warm. But whenever you can, show a little bit of your neck and décolleté. My next tip for looking taller and leaner is to wear boot cut or flare leg pants. Lucky for us, pretty much all types of legs on jeans and pants are in style right now. So boot cut is back and flares are back. And those are your friend if you want to look longer and leaner. A boot cut or a moderate flare is the most universally flattering silhouette in jeans or pants. And just to show you, here I am wearing some jeans that I like very much, but they are ankle cropped, and I love wearing these especially in the summer when it is warmer, and I don't want all that fabric, you know, all the way down over my feet and all that. So I do like these, but now look at the difference between that and me here in these high-rise Melissa flare leg jeans by Sofia Vergara. Don't I look so much taller and so much leaner in this look than I did in the previous look? So anytime you can wear a bootcut jean or a flare leg jean, you're going to lengthen those legs, and that's going to make you look taller. It also kind of forces you to wear at least a little bit of a heel. So even if you're not into heels, you can wear a very moderate heel just to lift you up off the ground a little bit. And then with that boot cut or flare leg jean, you're gonna look taller and slimmer. And the same goes for pants. These have been a very popular pant on my channel the past several months. These are from Walmart. They're under $20. And they're very on trend. They have the boot cut silhouette with a split. And these are extremely flattering and leg lengthening. So here I'm just wearing them with a sweater. This is another great option to wear for a dress pant, and you can even wear these casually with a pair of sneakers and a sweatshirt. But this flare leg silhouette is going to make you look taller and leaner. Be sure to follow me over on Instagram. I am at Style with Serena over there as well, and I post daily outfit inspiration, fun little reels, all kinds of stuff over there. And follow me on the free Like to Know It app. That's where you can follow me and all your favorite influencers and shop all of our looks in one convenient place. I did a little tutorial in one of my previous videos on how to use the Like to Know It app. It's really easy and it's free to join, and that way you get updates, you get sale notices, all kinds of great stuff you get from that app. And I will be sure to pin a comment down below with the video linked that has the tutorial in it on how to use the app. The next tip on how to look slimmer and leaner in our clothes is to create a waist. I know a lot of you have an aversion to that because you're self-conscious about your tummy, or you think, oh, that's the area I'm trying to conceal. I don't want to draw attention to it. Well, let me tell you something. I have a tummy too. That is where I gain weight, and the older I get, the more weight is collecting there. So I understand what you're talking about. I feel you, but just hear me out. Creating a waist will always make you look slimmer. Wearing big, loose-fitting, tent-like tunics, you may feel like you're concealing a belly, and you may be, but you're making yourself look bigger overall. Let me show you what I mean here about creating a waist. In the first look, I have on this crewneck sweater, and it's kind of a cropped sweater, so it comes to my waist, and I thought that I was, creating waist definition with this sweater, but I didn't tuck it in, and you see, I just look kind of thick all the way down to the skirt because I don't have a defined waist. But when I tucked in this little thin sweater, which is the one I'm wearing right now, all of a sudden I have a waist. And I see how much slimmer I look with this little thin sweater with a V-neck tucked into that skirt than I did with the crewneck sweater out. Another way to create a waist is to do the front tuck. I'm showing this purple top and jeans again because it's just such a good example. In the front, I've just slightly tucked it in. I've got a belt on there, and that just nips me in. And I don't have a small waist for my size. I really don't. But by defining a waist, you are going to make yourself look slimmer. So don't be afraid to do that. Do a front tuck, tuck your shirt in, wear a belt, and you will see a difference too. Another way to create a waist is to wear a top that's a peplum, like this sweater. This is a great example of something where you don't have to tuck anything in and you don't have to wear a belt. Look for these kind of silhouettes that create a waist. The way this comes in and then flares back out, this creates that illusion of a thinner waist, and it's going to make you look thinner. These last two tips are really the easiest. This next tip is something that is so crucial, not just to look thinner, in our clothes, but to look better, and that is wear the correct bra size. You know that most of us are running around out here wearing the wrong size bra, and I see it every day. I see women, you know, who may have on a nice looking outfit, but their girls are sagging down to their waist, and I just want to say, get you a bra that fits. And I will link my favorite bras down in the description, along with everything else in this video that I can find. I will link in case you're interested. But bras are something that is very personal, and to really get the proper fit, you've got to go somewhere and be fitted for a bra. Go to a good department store that has a nice lingerie area with a lady who can measure you and get you the right size bra, or go to a specialty lingerie store like a Soma Intimates or something like that. So find you a place that knows what they're doing and can measure you and get you the proper style of bra and the proper size, because that is going to make a huge difference in how you look and feel in everything. And my last tip on how to look thinner, taller, and leaner, and this one is free. This one costs absolutely nothing, and I'm gonna sound like your mother, but that is to stand up straight. Have good posture. Not only stand up straight, but shoulders back, head up, chin out. You see how that just opens up your chest, and immediately you look taller and thinner, and you'll look more confident too. So don't hunch over, don't round out your shoulders. So sit or stand up straight and tall, shoulders back, chin up, chest out. Not only will you look thinner and taller, you'll also look and feel more confident. And it's good for you. So that costs absolutely nothing, and you can do that right now, no matter what you're wearing. Just sit up straight, tall, and proud. I hope these tips and tricks have helped you. Hope you learned something today. Leave me a comment and let me know if you have any other tips or tricks to dress slimmer. And if you want to learn some ways to not dress 10 or 20 years older than you already are, be sure to watch this video where I show examples of what not to do and what to do to avoid looking 10 to 20 years older. So watch that one next. And until I see you in my next video, have a stylish day. Bye-bye.